So I already started off with a horrible note today, so why not continue and just... Hello there. Today we have a situation, first of all. This is, oh my god. Today, I want to film a video, which I think I did once before, but I want to really get in and talk about why there are products that I do not use anymore, and I probably used to, because I paid for them with my own hard-earned money, and now I just want to talk about them. So let's go and do that. So the first product is the Luminous Putty Primer from e.l.f. I only have a small one, so it's not like that bad. But honestly, I don't know what to think of that, what to make of that. Because look at it, it's just giving like a strong Tin Man vibes. Plus it's really hard to apply from the teeny tiny packaging. So, I mean, the texture is quite nice. It is like easy to spread and stuff. But if you look at my face, it's just covered in gold glitter now. Like, this has no benefits whatsoever, I think. It doesn't even look that good or luminous. So, I don't know why would I use this. And honestly, I just don't want to get rid of it because it's not that old, but I should probably get rid of it because this has like no use case in my makeup routine at the moment. Now let's look at a foundation that I don't really reach for, and it just has to be this one. This is the Charlotte's Beautiful Skin Foundation from Charlotte Tilbury. Listen, I feel scammed a little bit because I bought this, of course, because people were recommending it and they were really liking it. And I thought, you know what? I want that. That looks so good. I was traveling to a country that actually has Charlotte Tilbury, so I was very excited to buy it. And then I just found out that I don't like the way it looks and feels at all. I was just expecting something a lot more lightweight and natural looking. Because it has all these claims, that it's supposed to be like beautiful and make your skin look its best and look super natural and really pretty. But the thing is, it just doesn't. I feel like right after I applied, it looks the best. Like it looks kind of smooth, it has like luminosity to it that is really not that influenced by the e.l.f. primer. But what I don't like is, first of all, it always looks patchy a little bit. And another thing is, the more it sets, the worse it gets. So it really doesn't matter how small amount do I apply. Like, I have half a pump still left. I can't figure it out. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's just the foundation, but I just can't figure it out. And I'm almost kind of like sick of it. But this was really expensive, so I just keep trying. But I still am quite disappointed. Like, now it actually looks quite fine, which products always do when I try to bash them a little bit. They suddenly look good. But I think we're gonna get there. Now, let's ruin everything, shall we? The concealer I never use is the Milk Makeup Sunshine Under Eye Tint. I absolutely love the Sunshine Tint foundation or like tinted oil. It's like one of the most beautiful things. Like every time I need a flawless base for like a whole day, that's the kind of foundation I go for. It looks incredible. And this, I thought it's gonna be the same, but it's just not really it. So I am going to apply it, but I just don't really... Oh, that's way too much. There's just something I love about the little roller packaging, but I feel like this one just doesn't wear as well. Also, I maybe messed up with the shade a little bit because I feel like it's a bit too dark. But if I show you my under eyes, they're just oily. They're very oily and very shiny, and it just doesn't look very good. I feel like almost every concealer I have just looks better and is a bit less fussed to apply and like figure out how to use. Maybe on its own, if you didn't have a foundation, if you didn't need powder or anything, it would look better. But I don't know. Now, the powder I never use is this one. This is the Take Care of Yourself Loose Blur Powder from Rival Loves Me. It is like a dupe for the Givenchy like this like 4-color powder. It is also like very strongly fragranced, which I'm not a big fan of. I don't know, I just feel like it makes me look almost like older than I am. It's just very heavy. I don't really like it. Yeah, but like quite frankly, I don't feel like many Rival Loves Me powders were that good to me, actually, so I don't think this is a big surprise. This one is kind of like a different I never use, because I never use this one just because I'm like scared of it. This is the Milk Bionic bronzer. I have the shade Time Travel, and the thing is, it's so liquidy. All of these Bionic products are actually very good, but the minute you squeeze them out, it's like 50-50. Either you're gonna get like a nice color, like cohesive texture, or you're gonna get like oil with the depths of pigment, and it's just, it terrifies me, honestly. You see that? It's just a mess. Yeah, so then what you have to do is kind of blend it into your brush. It kind of looks like garbage. And then you have to very carefully apply it, because it's a very wet formula, so you don't really want to go like rubbing too hard on your face. And in the end, it can look quite nice, but it's just so much struggle. Like, it doesn't look too bad. Once it's on, it's quite nice. It's a natural bronzer. It looks very good. But the thing is that it just stresses me out so goddamn much that I would rather like not use it at all, because sometimes it's a bit too wet and then it just takes off everything underneath, and then what you're supposed to do, right? In the middle of your freaking routine. So that one, I don't know. I really wanted to like it more, and the fact that it's stressing me out so much is just very annoying. Now for my blush, the Benetint, this also stresses me out so much, so much. Because it's liquid. It's like meant to fuck up your foundation. So I think I'm just gonna apply with my fingers, because I saw a lot of people do that, and it actually looked a bit better. I don't hate the color, but I kind of hate the application, to be honest. So when I blend it with my finger, then I get these like lines, and then I have to blend it with my brush, and I'm already stressed out. This is horrible. But it does give you like this nice purpley pink tint. I quite like it. I like the color. The whole tint concept just, I don't think that's for me. Now for my highlighter, I'm gonna use this Illamasqua Gleam highlighter in the shade Aurora. It is like this balmy, it's a very interesting highlighter. Like the texture is really, really nice, but once again, it's nicer to apply with your finger. And I just hate that with my guts. But it does look good. It gives you like a beautiful, very smooth, wet finish. It doesn't really give you anything like metallic. It's really more like a balm. But it is kind of like wet and a little bit sticky, so I'm not the biggest fan of that. However, I'm gonna powder the rest of my face, and then we're gonna continue. Highlighter still there, still sticky, and we can continue now. There are so many eyebrow products I just never use that I don't even know what to start with, honestly. But I think first one just has to be this one. This is the Maybelline Tattoo Brow Waterproof Gel. I swear to you, I don't think I've ever used this in my life. It has like a very weird, like thick applicator, and I'm not sure how to use it. Actually, I think my best bet is probably to use a brush and try to like draw with it. It actually wasn't that bad. It's almost like a pomade, but a little bit different, maybe a bit easier to work with actually, because it's a gel. So it feels a bit less thick almost. I'm going to fluff it up. It does feel very like there, so I think the hold is actually going to be very decent. And I think this is supposed to stay on for like days pretty much. So, okay, I hate this less than I thought I do. And now the product, oh boy, this was just a flop, okay? I shouldn't have bought this at all. This is the Makeup Obsession Brow Gloss with hemp seed oil. And it was advertised as a styling product and then as a serum. And now I'm confused. but I'm gonna use it anyway, just for the lows, you know? So today is just a day of a very shiny eyebrow, you know? Let's go in with eyeshadow. The KVD Shake Primer. Same thing, it's too liquidy. I'm just very afraid of liquid things in my makeup routine because they're uncontrollable. But I'm gonna shake it and I'm gonna apply it because it's not bad. It's actually not bad at all. I'm just scared of it. Yeah, so it just kind of feels inconvenient. So every time I reach for an eye primer, it's usually a different one, basically. Now, listen, there's one more thing I forgot with the brows, and that's the Benefit Highbrow. This is like a highlighting pencil for your eyebrows. But boy, oh boy. Do I just not see the reason why should I be bothered? Yeah, like, I don't know. Does it lift the eyebrows? I don't really see it, you know? So again, is it worth it? I don't really think so. Now for eyeshadows and stuff that I don't use like that, this is a bit more difficult because I actually use almost like everything I own. I don't think that I can look at a palette I have and be like, oh, I haven't used this ever or in years. No, I just rotate it so much, combine so many palettes at a time every time I do my makeup. I don't think I'm that irresponsible to like own 100 palettes that I don't use. But I do have a bunch of these like single things that I never just come around to use, and this is one of them. This is the Dose of Colors Ideal Duo in the shade Lemon Drop. This is a funky thing. Like, I actually quite like the idea because you do have like a creamy eyeshadow on one side, and then below it you have like this glitter. So the idea is that you create like a very intense look from two similar toned things, and I don't think I've ever used that ever. So I'm just gonna slap it all over my lid, I think, today. This is a bit thicker than I expected it to be. Very sticky too. And then I'm just gonna pick up the glitter on the same brush. Pretty intense, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so that's the Dose of Colors Eye Duo, whatever that is. This looks actually very good, and it's super metallic. It's just like one tone. That's what I'm a little bit thrown off by, because I usually like these when they're like more multi-chrome, and I think this kind of duo would be actually beautiful if you had like more kinds of pearls. What I also don't like is the fallout, because this is insane. Okay, next product I want to talk about is this Kiko Milano eyeliner. This is the Wonder Woman Wonder Look Lasting Eye Marker in the shade Black. The thing about this is that it's so freaking hard to use. I really always preferred the brush ones, but people are just so fixated on felt tips that I always, once in a while, I'm like, you know what, fine, I'm gonna try again. And I fail again, as always, because I know I hate these, and I still kind of I try. I'm gonna do like a baby wing now. I think it's gonna take me like an hour because it's really hard to manipulate. But yeah, then I'll be right back. And I give up. Bad news, you want to hear bad news? The tint kind of fucked up all my foundation. Also, the highlighter kind of fucked up all my foundation and I didn't really notice. So there we go, with a bunch of patches on my face that look completely different than the rest of the face. Good job. That's what I get for using all those cream products. The wings are very uneven and I very much don't care. I'm just never gonna buy a felt tip ever again in my life. Thank you very much. Mascara. This one from s.he is really a no-go for me. Like, it does nothing. The worst thing is that it actually looked really good, but then it just doesn't do anything. And the formula is like weirdly sticky. Like, I can build it up to a semi-decent curl on the top, but it's super messy. It always just falls within minutes, and it just doesn't feel great because it's pretty heavy and pretty sticky. So no, I just really don't like this mascara. Also, if you want to see something horrible, Look at this outer corner. Look at how crusty this is looking. It really doesn't look good. Now, do we have any powder products that I don't really go for? This very moment, I don't have any powder bronzers or contours that I wouldn't be reaching for. But with powder blushes, it's a bit different. The thing is, I have a lot of blushes, okay? Obviously, you can tell. I've been collecting blushes for a while now, and I just have a lot of them. And of course, there are just ones you reach for and ones you don't really reach for. And one is this Vicon Cosmetics. I think it's because this duo is a bit too dark for me, so I don't really happen to reach for it all that often, but that orange blush looks really good. The thing is, it just, I don't know, I just don't feel like I reach for it enough. And it's not even the formula, it's just somehow encoded in my head that, yeah, this is a bit too dark for me, maybe like I don't want to reach for that. And I do look kind of insane right now. It's true. It's very true. But I mean, thinking of it now, I also think the bronzer kind of doubles as a one that I don't reach for at all. So I think I'm going to go for that one as well. And now, a powder highlighter I do not reach for. I gotta say, it has to be this one. This is the Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb in Cognac Candy. This is way too dark for me. That's basically the only reason why I don't reach for it. It is a beautiful eyeshadow topper. It's very, very, you know, glittery. It's like that usual Diamond Bomb texture you have, but it's just a bit too dark. And I really thought I can get away with it, but truth is I really can't. So I'm going to use that today as a highlight. I mean, it's still like, it's doable, okay? It's just, if you really want to build it up, you're going to happen to have like a beautiful brown streak on your face, which doesn't really look the best. Maybe in the summer I can get away with it. Now I don't think so. So when it comes to lips, matte liquid lipsticks. This is the newest one I purchased. It's the KVD Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in Bow and Arrow. Listen, I got it simply because it's Bow and Arrow, because they were selling them out, and I just really thought I could use that shade. But I'm not gonna use it as a, you know, like a full-on liquid lipstick, no. But let's apply it like that. I haven't done this for so long, I don't even know how to make it even. So matte liquid lipsticks, I just don't think I want to live that kind of life anymore. I've been in situations where I just kind of tried to remove it with grease from my steak at lunch, and I don't think I want to live that kind of life anymore. There's just something about like defined, fully opaque lips that I'm not very into at the moment. Maybe again in the future, because as I said, this shade is beautiful. And then one thing that I don't really use, and I will not be probably using in the nearest future because I have allergic reaction to a lot of these, are lip plumpers. This is the Lip Max from XX Revolution, and I remember this one being like pretty good. So I'm gonna put it on now. But the thing is like I just really don't like lip plumpers. And I usually have like a really bad reactions to them. So I don't really feel like the benefit if all they do is give me a horrible reaction. So I usually start coughing, my eyes start to water. It's not the stinging even. It's literally just a plumper. I mean, this is probably one of the best plumpers I've ever used. So if you are into lip plumpers, this one really, like, it makes a difference. And it does make your lips, like, beautiful and shiny and smooth. And now let's go for a setting spray I never use, and that is the Farsali Rose Gold Skin Mist. Listen, it almost feels wrong spraying something so expensive on your face. I don't see any benefits of it, and I just don't even like it that much. And there we go. This is a full face of products that I don't use anymore, never use, don't really enjoy, and that is it. So, did my opinion on any of these really change? I don't think so. I like the lipstick color, but the rest of the things just... I mean, I guess there's a reason why I don't really reach for them, you know? Also, the brow gel actually looks pretty good, so I think that one deserves maybe a little bit of a benefit of the doubt, but the complexion just doesn't look the best. It doesn't look so good around my mouth or anywhere my face moves. This foundation always just sinks in everywhere. It doesn't really look great, so I don't know. I'll have to decide on it. The under eyes look pretty rough, and the eyeshadow is quite cute, but the amount of fallout I had with this was just not worth it. I don't think it's worth it. Let me know if you like any of these, if I'm using them wrong, if I'm accusing them of something they don't really do, and let me know if you have any products that you just never use anymore. So thank you very much for watching, consider subscribing, and if you want to see more videos where I talk about makeup, you can check out the playlist. See ya!